Hey there, hi, welcome to the channel. I am Garrett and the holidays are right around the corner, and in this video I'm so excited because we are talking all about Christmas decor, tacky Christmas decor that everybody secretly loves. Okay, I know I enjoy it. Arden loves it too. Well, not that he's had very many Christmases because he's had none, but he loves it. Tacky Christmas decor and what to do in your home. Now, the first thing we have to talk about is a classic, a staple, a timeless Christmas element that some people think is tacky, but I personally enjoy, and that is colored lights. I love colored lights. However, there is a caveat, as there always is. Modern LED colored lights are very blue. They're very blue. They're not like those old school, Christmas lights that we grew up with. Okay, they are super cool toned and they don't have enough pink in them. They don't have enough red in them. And I need a little bit more of that. So a vintage strand of colored Christmas lights is my best friend. I absolutely love that. With that said, I use LED lights. I just keep like a white LED light on my tree and keep it classic like that because it's so hard to find colored lights. The string of lights always goes bad, you know that. But I don't like colored LED lights because these companies need to get it together. They need to figure it out and how to make them look like actual vintage colored lights. Now, the idea of vintage colored lights I think is great because you can actually decorate your home around that concept. If you have one or two strands of them, I can put white LED lights in my tree, a warm toned white LED light in my tree, and then filter in or layer in a strand or two of colored lights, and I can use them when I want, or I can have it be all white, whether you have a real or a faux tree. Actually, what is going viral on social media right now are all sorts of life-size, or not life-size because a Christmas light is like this big, but they're like oversized giant Christmas light decor you can use, whether that's stringing them together and hanging them outside or just placing them indoors. I think that's interesting. It's fun. That's what Christmas is all about. It's about having fun. That's what you should be doing with your decor. It doesn't have to be so serious, but I don't like LED colored lights because the tone they're giving, the colors they're sharing, it's not the vibe. It's not giving Christmas energy. It's not giving me nostalgia. It's giving me blue LED lights on my Christmas tree, and that's not the energy I need for the holidays. Speaking of the energy I need, great decor, beautiful homes is the energy everyone needs this year. So give the gift that keeps on giving, a consultation with me. An interior design consultation is the perfect gift for the holidays, and they're also currently on sale now through November 29th at midnight. You can get $50 off of a 30, 60, or 90-minute design consultation with me using the link in the description box down below or going to intro.co/GarrettLeChic. We can discuss any and all of your design and decorating needs, whether that's some great holiday decor or that renovation you're working on. Are you buying a new sofa? Let's talk about it before you spend the money. So book now to get that savings and check out the details of the sale in the description box down below. Now, I mentioned nostalgia for Christmas, and nothing is as nostalgic at Christmas time to me like a specific color, and that color would be red. Groundbreaking, I know, and I look so good in red too. Red for Christmas is essential. It is a must. I am tired of seeing an aesthetic Christmas. I'm tired of a pink and teal Christmas. That's not like holiday to me. That doesn't give me that like classic, timeless, comfortable, wonderful Christmas. I want to see red, and you can use red in so many ways. I don't use red in my normal decor. There's not much in my house that is red all year because it's a very bold color. It's a really rich color. It's very saturated. It's a little bit too vibrant and lively for me. And I know that's weird to say it, but red as a color has a lot of spirit and life behind it, which is why it's perfect for the holidays. I like to bring red into my home through accessories and decor during the holiday season, and no matter what the style of your home is, you can use it in an interesting way. If you have a more traditional style home, well, that's great. You can use it in a more traditional way, like get some red ornaments, get some ribbon to put on the tree. That's great. You can see I have this great blanket here. I love to use a throw blanket like this during the seasons to drape over a piece of furniture, yes, but so many of my clients that I meet with, they have pets, they have cats, they have dogs, they are always looking to protect their furniture a little bit. And so many times I see people with blankets draped over a sofa or on the seat. This is the perfect thing for you. Get a bunch of these blankets, you wash them regularly, so, you know, everything is nice and clean all the time, but you can change them out seasonally to match your decor. Something like this is perfect, no matter what color schemes you have going on in your home. For me, I love blue. I have a lot of it. So you can see there's a little bit of blue in this, and it works out beautifully. It layers nicely. But red is such a classic, a timeless staple. And if you have a contemporary home and you're like, what do I do for the holidays? Like, how do I decorate? Maybe I just shouldn't do it. Don't give up on it. Go minimalist with some of the things. Like, you don't have to get a ton of ornaments on your tree. You can get a big, oversized, beautiful green tree with lots of lights on it, and that's beautiful. Then just sprinkle some red accents, some beautiful red velvet ribbon oversized into it. That's enough. That's good. And then start incorporating some pops of red here and there throughout your home. It immediately feels festive because red is an iconic color for the holidays, and it actually feels very chic and very modern and very interesting. But if you have that traditional home, we're expecting to see a little Santa here or there, a little animatronic figure or something like that, draped in red. Red is such a classic, and I'm so tired of seeing the aesthetic Christmas. I don't know about all of you, but nothing says joy to me like color, like life, like vibrancy for the holidays. And the aesthetic Christmas doesn't always have that. So red, I think for the holidays is a key. It's an essential. I have to have it. And I'll also bring in some of my favorite colors. You know, I'm a blue person, so I like a Wedgwood blue, a sapphire blue. I'm bringing them in. I'm bringing little bits of crystal into my home. That way I get a little sparkle, a little glamour, but I also want that classic detail, that timeless reference point, because that's what Christmas is to me, and that's what it should be to you. It's all about creating that holiday magic, and the aesthetic Christmas, I just don't know if it always has it. The point I want to make to you about the holidays is that it's already a very expensive time of year, right? If you're giving gifts, you got to buy those. If you know, if you live in a climate that's cold, it's even cold here in Las Vegas right now, relatively speaking. But, you know, I mean, I got the energy bills, the heat is on, we got a lot going on. You're plugging in the Christmas lights, that's using energy, the bills are high. Do a DIY. Do a DIY, save yourself some money, create some memories. I love that for the holidays. I love a DIY. I love doing a DIY myself, but if you've got kids and grandkids, do a DIY. Do a DIY. That's creating memories. It's so much fun. That's what Christmas is all about, the nostalgia of it and being together. I just absolutely love that. So I'm gonna do a DIY myself, whether or not I have any kids to do it with. I'll do it with Arden, okay? I'll do it with Cornelius, all right? I love that. Last year, I made life-size toy soldiers, and I've always wanted them my entire life. I've always wanted like a giant oversized toy soldier figure, and now I have it. And I love it. And I made it myself. I went to Home Depot, walked around, looked at the aisles, looked at what they had, looked at some DIY tutorials online, and came up with something creative that I could do myself, and I did it. And I absolutely love it. And that's how you really get a lot of impact for your money. Go on social media and see what other people are doing for DIYs. There's always something that's viral, that's trending. This year, it's like the giant oversized bow. People are doing it. They're taking like a pillow and wrapping it. I think that's a little bit much for like the top of a tree, but I would definitely do it somewhere else. And if you're on a tighter budget, DIY everything, okay? A pack of paper doesn't cost that much, and you can make ornaments, you can make garlands with it, you can do all sorts of stuff. You can fold little origami shapes and turn them into ornaments. I find that if you're making something yourself, it tends to be a little bit more sentimental. And if you're doing something like using paper, well, that's a sustainable material, right? So, you know, it breaks down, you can get rid of it, you can keep it for years, it's fine. Something else you can do that is sustainable is look for vintage decor, great vintage ornaments. There's all sorts of things out there you can get creative with to make the holidays special without having to spend a ton of money or really doing a lot of work. I mean, if you're like folding snowflakes and making them, that's super easy and simple, and you just like glue them together, there you go, it's a big strand of garland. That is so wonderful and great. Something else that is special is the gift of giving. And this year I'm giving someone a special gift early, and that special someone and that special gift is Arden, and this is the gift. And this is the special someone. He has his little Christmas hat on, don't you? Oh yeah. Oh gosh, we're in trouble. We're in danger. Oh yeah, someone does not love his hat. This is Albert's hat. This is, well, it was Albert's hat. He also did not like to wear it. And I used to put it on Linus too. I'll take this off of you. But this is going to be Arden's first Christmas. His first Christmas. He don't know what to make of it or what to do. But what he does know that you should do is hit the subscribe button and join us. Yes, become a part of our GarrettLeChic family. And I think that both I and Arden would greatly appreciate it if you gave this video a like. What do you think about that, Arden? You're not going to speak to me because I put the hat on you? Here, but I'll give you this. I'll let you play with this. You like that, don't you? Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Here you go, Arden. You can go and play with him. Okay, Arden is playing with his little toy here, but something else we have to talk about when it comes to a DIY, this is the next thing I absolutely love for the holidays, very nostalgic for me, is wrapping your artwork. I'm not a person that is like, I have to have a piece of Christmas decor on every surface, we have to cover the whole house and do all of this stuff. I would rather see more impactful things than just a lot of small things. So something my mom used to always do that always sticks in my head that I always remember is she used to wrap all of the artwork in the house. She would wrap pictures and photos, and she would just wrap them in wrapping paper and put ribbons and bows on them. And it always was really fun because we got involved in it, we did it, but it's something I'm seeing become a little bit more popular, like trending this year, that I'm very excited about. Now, I'm not seeing less people do like wrapping paper around their artwork and more about ribbons, because this year the bow is trending, it is viral. Every bow DIY out there imaginable, people are doing bow garlands. They're making giant bows. They're wrapping their front doors in with like a big giant bow instead of a wreath. Or they're also wrapping like cabinetry in with bows. I kind of eat it up. I kind of live for it because it reminds me of something nostalgic from my childhood. So doing something with your artwork is a great way to get big, impactful Christmas decor without buying or spending really any money. All you need is ribbon. Big, oversized velvet ribbon. You can pick it up on Amazon. You can go get it from a craft store. I think it's fantastic. If I don't want to put the ribbons on my artwork next year, I can recycle them. I can make them into bows and put them on my tree. I can do all sorts of stuff with it because it's just ribbon. It's just ribbon. Or you can actually keep them in theme with the artwork itself. I saw someone do this with black velvet ribbon and it was so chic. It felt so sophisticated in their home. I love that. Even though black is maybe not a color for the holidays, it could still be very interesting. But red ribbons, if you are that pink and teal girl, okay, I know, I get it. If you like it, you like it, and you should do it in your home because I don't live there. It's not my Christmas spirit that has to be in the home. If it was a Christmas spirit, it would be like the nightmare before Christmas spirit. Because I am a Scorpio, but that's beside the point. Bows are really in this year. People are doing like bow trees, they're doing bow garlands. That's so interesting and an easy DIY also. Wrap your artwork up though. Get like, if you are that aesthetic person, go get some like brown craft paper, wrap your artwork up in it and do coordinating or matching ribbon or whatever in your home. That's wonderful. I think that's amazing because it also neutralizes a lot of the decor in your space. It's giving brown paper packages tied up with strings energy, and I love that, but it also neutralizes all of the decor in your space. And that means that the little bit of Christmas decor you do bring out stands out more and it looks more impactful, which I think is also really nice. For the holidays, I also love an oversized figure of some sort. I'm not the biggest fan of like an inflatable or a blow up, you know, in front of the house or whatever, because they always make sound. There's noises there, there's lights there. I mean, you put Christmas lights up, so like that's outside your house too, but that's beside the point. I mean, as long as it's okay in the neighborhood and if it really makes the kids happy, then let's do it. But for me, I'm looking at like giant or oversized decor. And I think a lot of the home improvement stores as of late have been doing a good job with it, where it kind of like assembles or it stacks and it's like a big solid figure. I think that's great. You know, I did my DIY toy soldiers that I've already talked to you about, but they're giant, they're life size. One piece of big decor makes a bigger impact than lots of little decor everywhere. I'm actually gonna put together an entire like curated section of my Amazon storefront with really great holiday decor, including my favorite greenery. So be sure you head to the description box and check out my Amazon storefront linked there. But I think an oversized piece of decor is great. And that references back to like, you know, wrapping your artwork in wrapping paper or ribbons and stuff. Like imagine this big painting behind me. If I wrap this whole thing, it's going to be really big. It's going to be really impactful and it's going to stand out a lot. So that's one big piece of decor and all it cost me is like just the spare wrapping paper from last year. I can wrap it up with that and I'm good to go. That's what really makes the big impact, is big decor, not a ton of little things. Plus, when you have a ton of little things, you need all of the boxes and this and that. You got to wrap them all up and put them away. With a big piece of decor, you just keep the box it came in and it disassembles, you put it back into it, slap it into the basement, the attic, the garage, and it's good to go until next year. Put it in the shed outside. I don't have a shed, but maybe you do. You can also get like a vintage blow mold. I think that's great too. And it doesn't have to be outside. It could be indoors, and it really serves that purpose. So look for these oversized figures to bring into your home for Christmas and the holidays. And I know that's kind of a lot, like, whoa, it's like a big oversized thing, like where am I gonna put that? But get creative with your storage, and maybe we downsize a few other things to make some room for that, because it's less decorating, more impact, and it beats having like a big inflatable outside when you can have something really big and statement like inside, which I also think is very fun. Something else I think everybody needs for the holiday season is, you know, meaningful decor and accessories, decorations. I think nostalgia is so important at this time of the year to remind us about what this season is really about. It's not about buying a ton of decorations or spending a lot of money on this and that. Like, we get into this consumerism thing during the holidays. That's really not great. It's all about the memories. It's all about the memories you're making and having. And I think you do that through the decorations you bring into your space. It's not about the aesthetic Christmas or it being absolutely perfect. You know, if you look at what major designers are doing and bringing into homes for the holidays, it's beautiful accessories, beautiful decor. They're also going to infuse that with nostalgic items and things their kids made, and they're going to use that there too. Like, sometimes they'll maybe use like a dried fruit or something. I'm not bringing produce into my home as decor because it's giving bugs, and that's not the energy I want for the holiday season. Beside the point, they're going to curate their Christmas decor around their personal style, but then they're going to layer in sentimental and meaningful things. It's not about an aesthetic Christmas, okay? Christmas is about joy, it's about fun, it's about family, it's not about being the aesthetic girl who's posting the picture on Instagram. I love that fantasy for you, and if you do it, tag me, but that's also beside the point. You can do so many great things to incorporate your holiday decor into your personal style, but make it meaningful, and I think that's really the idea to keep in mind. There are so many different things you can do, and every year, my holiday decor has a little bit of meaning behind it because I look at what I already have and I challenge myself to come up with something new or use it in a new and inventive way. Like, I spray painted hundreds of ornaments one year to match this perfect Wedgwood blue color, and then last year I did a DIY with my giant toy soldiers, and this year I'm gonna do something different. But what is it that you're doing? What can you use to create something new? How can we decorate our homes without spending a lot of extra money that we don't need to? Because I would rather give amazing gifts than just spend all my money on decorating. And I think that's something to remember also, that it's all about family, it's about connection, it's about being together, not just about, oh, let me put out a little bit of decor and do this or that. No, 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 it's about the connections we make and the memories that they have. That's what's really meaningful when it comes to your decorations and your decor. And maybe that means you buy something that is very nostalgic. I actually just saw something on Facebook Marketplace, an animatronic that my mom has. Well, she has it in Florida and she doesn't really decorate with it. It's in her attic, but maybe I could buy myself the same thing and have those memories once again. And maybe that's something I'll do. Probably get online and go back and look for that. But beside the point, that's what the holidays is all about. It's all about the memories. It's all about the joy in the spirit, not just the aesthetic photos for social media. Well, there you have it, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see the DIY for that giant toy soldier, be sure you check out this video right up here, my Christmas video from last year, and check out this video to learn all about how to decorate the average home. Once we get the base right, it's super easy to decorate for the holidays. So be sure you check it out, and we'll see you over there.